Evanston Red Devil Volleyball is live on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Follow the team across the state of Wyoming from the Cokeville Invitational in late August all the way through to the state tournament in November. With the opening serve of today's match quickly approaching, let's head to the booth for pregame coverage.
Nothing to really show at the moment. We're waiting for the Evanston Devils to take the court and go against Spanish Fork. That will be in just a couple of minutes. They're taking down the far net, so I was told initially that whatever court was done first they would play on. Not the case. Whatever court they're on, they will, or whatever court's done, they will take down first. But the good news is it's 22-10, up 1-0 on the near side court. So we are not that far away from the final match taking place, assuming this volleyball net gets taken down rather quickly. We'll be back with Meet Your Red Devil, Rachel Voss, after this on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
From Randolph, Utah to the Uinta Mountains, from Lyman to Evanston. Whenever you have plumbing, heating, or air conditioning problems, call Landmark Plumbing and Heating at 307-789-8793. Regular office hours run Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But we also offer 24/7 emergency service. Do you need a new septic system, water heater, or furnace? You can trust Landmark Plumbing and Heating. Program our number into your phone right now, 307-789-8793. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
Is laundry one of those chores that drags you down? Let Joe's Modern Cleaners come to your rescue. Take advantage of their wash and fold service. You drop it off and pick it up. The rest is done for you. Or you could take all your clothes to Joe's, load them up into the multiple washers, then dry them in the multiple dryers, and do all 10 loads in the time that it would take you to do 2 at home. Ask about all our other laundry options at Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium and Evanston versus Spanish Fork, the Dons, the final match of the day. They're currently tearing down the net, so we will be a couple minutes delayed, hopefully not much more than that. I'd like to get this match started before 6 p.m. scheduled time. It looked like we were ahead of and ready for that, but they took down the far side net, which I thought we might be playing on. The good news is these coaches look like they are determined to get it up, and oh no, here's what they're doing. They are, let me pull that camera over to it. They are setting up a net to play on a full court, it looks like, and have just one match go lengthwise. Well, that's going to delay us, and I'll tell you what, I'm not a fan, but we'll take it. So they're doing a separate setup, it appears, and we'll have a game on the main court. That means they're going to also need to take off this court that we have set up just below us. And if you can get a wide view of the gymnasium to see what's going on, they also need to get rid of the blue carpet, the chairs, and teams taking team pictures from the tournament also will have to exit the stage. Looked like we were headed for an early start, but maybe 6 p.m. is going to be the time that it is. I hope not. I think that they'll be moving rather quickly. They've got the volleyballs out. They need to get rid of the snow fence in the middle of the court. That's working on rolling up the carpet right now. So they are moving pretty quickly, but we got snow fence across here, across the way of the gymnasium. That needs to also be moved. They've got one stanchion up, working on taking down the second. No one yet working on the net on this near side, though. Spanish Fork and Evanston coming up in just a bit. and I wonder what they're going to do with the fans that have been sitting down there. You would not think they're going to move the bleachers out. That would take even more time, and all for one match, which is a 3-setter. That's probably going to take about 45 minutes in all. That would seem a little bit silly, but we'll see what they do. My guess is they're probably going to say move up to the running track, watch the game from there, perhaps sit down at the sides, or if you have your chairs, maybe take your chairs off to the side, something like that. When we come back, we'll hear from Rachel Voss, a junior right side hitter for the Evanston Lady Red Devils, who has been playing varsity this weekend with the injury to Emily Freeland and done a nice job with that. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
I'm with Rachel Voss, a junior on the Evanston Lady Red Devils. First day of school, did you make it through?
Yeah, it was fine.
What are your classes this year for this semester?
I'm taking chemistry, statistics, seminary, college prep English. I can't think of any. CSB. And
we're at 5. It's okay if you can't think of the rest. Which one's going to be the toughest?
Probably chemistry.
You are taking multiple classes that are getting your college requirements kind of out of the way. You got to take chemistry for a lot of colleges. You said you're taking some college prep classes or even some AP classes. Have you taken anything like that in the first 2 years of high school, or is this kind of their first year getting ready for college?
This is pretty much the first year. I took like a pre-AP class for science, but this is the first year.
You can't really learn anything from your first day of school, can you?
No. It's just syllabuses and going through rules and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard you got new rule changes all over this school. Are you going to be able to make it through? I know lots of people are saying, oh no, it's just the school's changed.
Yeah, it's going to be tough because like lunches are like you go out to lunch, but you only have like 10 minutes to get your lunch, then get back to school. So it's hard, and like the bell schedule is different, and it's just tougher.
First tournament was Cokeville. Next tournament's right here. How did you feel about your first time out on the court for the season?
I felt really good about it. I think we did pretty well. Like we won 4 out of the 5 games that we played. So, yeah, it was pretty good. I think the season will be good.
You have 7 guaranteed matches this week, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a lot of volleyball. Have you ever played 7 in 2 days? Maybe going back to junior high?
No, I don't think so.
I guess it's only 3 setters, but still, you're going to have to be hydrated. You're going to have to stay on it. I don't know how much time you have between games, but you're going to have to just be playing volleyball all day. You worried about conditioning, legs, or are you just excited to play?
I'm just excited to play.
What's your position?
I'm a middle blocker.
What do you like about where you're at on the court?
I like that I don't have to pass, and I like when I get like the perfect set to get a kill.
You like that when the ball's headed over the net, you 99% of the time can just say, that's yours. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Did you have to pass back in the day and you didn't like that? Didn't go so well?
Yes, I did. I played outside a few years ago, but I'm glad I get to play middle, and I like blocking too. I didn't say that.
Blocking is an interesting thing because the basics of it are there's a ball coming, you have to jump up and you have to get it. But the technique about keeping it in bounds, getting your hand position right, even being able to get hands on it goes so much more. Run me through some things you've learned about blocking since moving to middle or since getting into high school when you kind of get into that a little bit more specifically.
So with blocking like this year so far, I've learned that instead of just jumping up and putting your hands up, you gotta just push over the net so you can get the kill. And you have to have really good timing. And you just have to be like right where the ball is. Like where you have to line up with their shoulders so you can get the block. So yeah.
All right, Rachel Voss, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Some good news. They appear to have abandoned the idea of completely tearing down this whole setup and putting up a brand new net. They will be playing on this near side net. And the 5-minute clock yet to start. So we are awaiting that. Hear whistles. Does that mean start the clock? Once it does, it'll mean 5 minutes away. So somewhere between 5 and probably 8 minutes away from the start of this match, Evanston versus Spanish Fork on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Clock has started, so we are under 5 minutes away from the start of this contest. Evanston versus Spanish Fork. When we come back, we will hear from Tara Lawler, who we were not able to get an interview on earlier talking about this tournament. Heard from her last night at halftime of football with a different talk about the tournament as in general. When we come back, we will hear about exactly what she got out of last week's trip to Cokeville and where to go from here. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip.
After the week of the Cokeville Invitational, you're back into it with another tournament. First time out on the court, we knew it was going to be a work in progress with so many rotations, so many players that really had not played varsity before. Your final takeaways from the tournament itself, not so much the win-loss record, but just what you saw and what you have to work on.
Cokeville is a great opportunity because it is a real 5-set format, so you see a real match situation. There were a lot of things that we saw that we were excited about. We also know that there is a lot of work that we need to come back to the gym and work on, and so that's understandable, and I think we were expecting it. It's nice, though, to kind of get a check for the girls to see what have we worked on and how did they rate, how did they think that they did. And so we're back in the gym today working on those areas that we need to improve. We're also making sure that they know the areas that I felt like we excelled at or that we did better than sometimes in the past at this time, 2 weeks in, so they can continue focusing on that and that doesn't go by the wayside. But in the meantime, there are definitely areas that we need to improve on that we're working on.
Now to go game by game, I'll run you through it. You won the first 2 against Rich and Preston, and then Mountain View gets you in 3. The first 2 sets very close that could have gone either way. The next day, Cokeville wins a 5-setter, and then Campbell County was at a 4-setter, I believe, that they win in. Mountain View, a team that made a little bit of noise late in the season in the state tournament and returning almost everyone. Cokeville, the returning 1A state champions, and a team that always returns a ton of people because their players play from the time they're freshmen usually in varsity. And Campbell County, a team with a senior, very good returning athlete in Riley Ladke. All of them offered something different, whether it be experience or top-end talent for your team to look at. What were your thoughts about where you could grow or what maybe you did grow after seeing those teams?
That was a great rundown, exactly how you said. I'll start working backwards. I think with Campbell County, we held our own. The games were close, 27-25. We won a set. I think we were in the lead of all of them by chance. Riley is a heck of a player. I know her mom already said she's pushing her for Gatorade Player of the Year. She took control, and so I think in that match we didn't do a good enough job of dedicating on blocking her. And when we didn't communicate well enough with our blockers and on our defender girls back row. So that's definitely something that we saw. Every team is going to have one of those types of players that we need to focus. So that was good experience to see what that looked like. With Cokeville, they're just scrappy, and they played better defense than we did. I felt offensively we were able to terminate. Our defense was not, our offense was where we needed it to be. Our defense was not, and that was the difference between the Cokeville-Evanston matchup. They kept the ball alive, and they might not have terminated, but they kept giving us the ball, hoping we would make the error, and that's what happened. Mountain View, they are experienced, and just like you said, I don't know if they lost anybody. They're very experienced. They knew where to put the ball, and they understood the pace of the game better than I think we did. They knew how they could go big on attacking and then throw in a little tip here or there and keep us on our heels. They did a nice job playing. I do look forward. I know we get to play them here at home later in the season, and I'm excited to make some adjustments. I'm just excited to get working with these kids on defense and talking about right now our block might be up, but our defense isn't pivoting or rotating around where it needs to go. We're staying stagnant, and anytime up until the ball is contacted, we need to have 6 girls moving. And I know over this weekend, very rarely did that happen. We had half the court moving, but 2 or 3 girls weren't. And so we need to work on that, but that's definitely something that I think we know we can fix. We just need to explain it, show it to the girls, and get some practice.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talked to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
No matter what season of the year it is, when you live in our neck of the woods, you need outdoor power equipment. With quality product lines like Stihl, Toro, and Walker, Superior Rental and Sales has what you need for every season. Everything from homeowner to professional grade products. Plus, when it comes to maintenance, you're covered. Our full-time mechanic is available for tune-ups, maintenance, chain sharpening, whatever you need. Stop in today, Superior Rental and Sales, 371 Prospector Drive, here in Evanston.
Forming a relationship with Trona Valley at an early age is a wise choice. We believe that learning money management skills at a young age can help set a better foundation for establishing good financial habits. Money management skills are important for financial success, whether saving or borrowing. Trona Valley offers youth loans to members under the age of 18. Our loan options are perfect for kids. They can learn the basics of borrowing, which includes interest, terms, and payments. If there are any questions along the way, we can help. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Set for play here in the final match of the Wyoming versus Utah Border War tournament. One last time switching that scoreboard over and getting it set as best I can. Evanston will be the Red Devils. Spanish Fork will be guest. No big shocker there. Opening serve to Kaylee Critchfield, and is just over the net, nearly an ace, bumped up. That's Mary Condi. Blocked down, and point for Evanston, 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Opening point to the Devils. Critchfield serves. Back left side, set up to the outside. Corinne Thornock's blocked. 2-0 Evanston. Kaylee Sharp with 2 straight points on blocks out of the gates. Critchfield, the third serve. Back to Charlton. Right side slide. Charlton into the net. 3-0 Evanston. Critchfield serving. Good line drive. High up return. Bump set by Condi to the outside. Corinne rolls it down. Picked up by Critchfield. Bump off by Sharp, and 3 and over. Voss, or Ellingford with the touch up to the middle. And blocked, but staying down on Evanston's side. 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Serve over, Condi lets it. Picked up by Critchfield, set by Ellingford to Bound, bumped over. Right side attack, pushed by Archuleta. Fake on the tandem, Ellingford's blocked. Evanston saves it again, bump over by Ellingford. Goes back corner. Argyle on the touch up. Tip over the net, diving save by Archuleta. Outside push by Lauren Ellingford. Condi sets to Thornock. She goes cross court, out of bounds. Point Evanston, 4-1. Lauren Ellingford serving. A serve. Diving, trying to make the play. Emma Argyle goes down to the ground and skids on her knees. 5-1. Ellingford's second serve. 5-1 lead on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Condi touches it over the net, avoids going over the line. Critchfield to the middle. Kaylee Sharp, big kill. 2 blocks and a kill early on. Kaylee Sharp playing well, and an early timeout by Spanish Fork. 6-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy board on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Throughout life, we celebrate the important milestones with jewelry, like graduation with a class ring, a watch for Father's Day, wedding sets for the bride and groom, a strand of pearls for your sweet 16, mother's rings to celebrate family. Commemorate these milestones working side by side with your personal jeweler at Sievers Jewelers. When you want to say, I want this moment to last forever, say it with Sievers. Sievers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
6-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy boards. We welcome you back to Red Devil Gymnasium one last time for the Border War Invitational. Evanston and Wyoming coming away with the dominant win in the overall win-loss. A serve by Ellingford, 7-1, targeting Emma Argyle. Ellingford over. Back to Argyle. Picked up this time. Condi bump sets it. Outside, cross quarter. Picked up by Archuleta. Robarge on the attack. Down the line. Return into the net. A dig out attempt by Robarge. No avail. 8-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Ellingford serving again. Argyle puts Condi on a big run. Barge down, Archuleta saves it. Critchfield cannot get it over the net. Point to Spanish Fork, 8-2. Sub in for Evanston is Corey DeRue for Lauren Ellingford, and she will move into the back line as a DS following the serving run by Lauren. Corinne Thornock, former Red Devil, to serve. Jumps it over. High return by Burley, and then Burley's over Corey DeRue. 4-3, or 8-3. On the Impact Physical Therapy board. Thornock with the second serve. Line drive in bounds, 8-4. Using her serve as a weapon. Thornock back. Now a senior, played on the state champion runner-up Evanston Red Devil team as a freshman right side hitter. Line drive serve again, shanked by Archuleta. They need to get Corinne out of the serving line. Condi, quick set to the middle, blocked down by Kaylee Sharp and Archuleta. 9-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. First real blocking we've seen a sense of all season long for the Red Devils, and coming up against a pretty decent front line attack. High return on the serve up. Argyle knocked into the net. Would have been 4 hits either way. 10-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Sharp serving. Good serve, but a better return by Thornock. Right side attack. And Robarge with the tip kill over. 10-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Serve to Spanish Fork. Right side attack. Sydney Bound playing as a right side hitter. They're giving her a chance and a look at it. And she's blocked and then can't dig it out. 10-6. So Evanston running what I would assume would be a 5-1 then in that case, unless they have Bound setting in the back line, and that could very well be it. I bet they're still running a 6-2. Archuleta with the kill. Goes off the hands of number 12, Trinity Benson. 11-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. And Bound goes back to serving. Critchfield out for Kelly Saxton. So, yeah, indeed, they are still running a 6-2. They're just trying Sydney Bound up as a right side slash setter. Send over long and out. Corinne Thornock pulls back on that. 11-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Serve to Evanston. Archuleta, 10-foot line push. Back to Thornock. Condi outside to Argyle. Tips it over Saxton and run back by Spanish Fork. 11-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Climbing back into the game. Serving. Nearly an ace. 3 and over. Rachel Voss with the last touch over. Robarge on the return. Attack goes to Argyle. Quick set to Voss, off a tip, and point Evanston, 12-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 20 points in. Evanston in a best of 3. 2 losses in the tournament total and 4 wins. Trying to go 5-2. Finish off Wyoming's win of the tournament over the state of Utah. Back set and a block by Voss is good. Rachel Voss with the block, 13-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Jump serve over, Archuleta, ace! 14-8. Thornock, Robarge, and is that Benson in the back line? Now knocked out of bounds, and no, that's a new player, Julia Holt. Back row player, 14-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Archuleta to the bench. Alexia Leland in that DS. They go to Burley. Bound sets to Ellingford, off the block, and point Evanston, 15-9. Voss out. Burley back to serve in her stead. Poor return. Condi to Thornock. Big block. Diving save made by Burley. Leland bumps it to no one really, but Ellingford makes a save. Middle attack. Leland up high this time, right to Bound. Sets up to the outside. Ellingford tips it over the block, and then Condi sets it down behind her. 16-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. And point from the middle. Condi with a dump set over. 16-10 for Spanish Fork. Down. Getting a point back. Trinity Benson serving. Burley, low return. Bound runs to make the set up, and Ellingford off the line and off the body of Benson. What's the call? Call is down and in. Officials timeout to talk things over. No, substitution, never mind. Point Evanston, 17-10, so it's ruled down and in. Not a clear call. And Critchfield serves back to Benson. High bump set. Corinne has to try and go up and get it and cannot. 18-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Jump set. Serve over. Condi to Corinne. Blocked again and in. Sydney Bound with the block. 19-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Well, back when her older sister Ashley was playing for these Red Devils, teams used to sit on the outside, double block, and not really worry about anything else. And as a result, Thornock got blocked quite a bit more than you could really blame her too much for. And I think a little bit of the same is happening with Corinne at Spanish Fork. She's getting a ton of sets, and Evanston's setting and waiting on her. Knock out of bounds makes it 19-11. Evanston up by 8 points late in set number 1. Burley back set to Ellingford, out. 19-12. Marie Condi sends it back to Leland. Quick set, missed, and touchdown. Might have been over the line, but we're not going to worry too much about that. 19-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. The quick set was missed by Kaylee Sharp. Leland set outside to Sharp. She goes down the line, but she got caught in the net. It was in and down, but in the net. 19-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Whistle blown and a timeout taken, and we'll be back in 30 on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
You always wanted to take your favorite indie and local concerts and stream them to the comfort of your own headphones. Find your favorite local and indie band live on the only station dedicated to playing your songs from your favorite local and indie bands. Listen in on indie at mylocalradio.com and find your next favorite song. Warning, My Local Radio is solely responsible for you enjoying your favorite music on mylocalradio.com.
19-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Spanish Fork serving outside to Ellingford. Evanston gets point number 20. 20-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Kaylee Sharp, or Lauren Ellingford with the kill. Ajahana Archuleta back in at outside. Ellingford will not serve. It's Corey DeRue. And Lexi Leland out as DS. DeRue near ace. Picked up by Argyle. Outside and knock into the net by Malene Robarge, who did not have the set anywhere near where she wanted it, 21-14. DeRue punches it over. Condi to the middle. Set up and a lot taken off on the quick miss. Charlton outside and a good placement tip by Archuleta. Go in sharp cross. And 22-14 the score. DeRue serving 3 points shy of a set 1 winner. Send up to Condi. Try it right side. Corinne tips into space. Bound keeps it into play. And a third push over deep corner. Point Evanston, 23-14. Another whistle for a timeout. Spanish Fork will be back in 30 more seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you hear Lazy Boy, Serta, and Ashley, what do you think of? Probably recliners, counting sheep, and furniture. Well, now you need to add Kazine's furniture to that thought. What about GE and Simmons Beauty Rest? Don't forget to add Kazine's furniture to that thought. Whenever you think of top-of-the-line brand-name furniture, think Kazine's furniture. From the front room to the bedroom, the kitchen to the office, Kazine's has the furniture you're looking for. Kazine's Furniture on Front Street in Evanston. Ask about 6 months, no interest, OAC. New owners, new inventory, Kazine's Furniture.
23-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy board as we welcome you back to Red Devil Gymnasium one last time. Spanish Fork versus the Devils to close out the Wyoming-Utah Border War Tournament. Evanston and Wyoming winning that in the overall will receive a trophy for that. Condi. And a slap up. I don't think it's getting over the net, no. 24-14. We are at set point number 1. Best of 3. DeRue serves over to Condi, shoots it to the outside, and Robars with a kill off the hands of Sydney Bound, 24-15. Set point number 2. Corinne Thornock was a good server the last time up. Good serve this time, a right side attack for Kaylee Sharp. She started the set with a block, ends it with a kill. 25-15, Evanston wins the first. Looking to win number 2. Up next to close out the Border War Tournament on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to shopping online, you definitely want to put thelumberyard.com on your list of favorites. You'll save time and money by visiting thelumberyard.com first. You'll find a huge selection of inventory to choose from. We've got everything you need for any of your home, yard, or shop projects. Get excellent prices and quick delivery when you shop at thelumberyard.com. We are part of the local community, plus we ship all over the United States. Log on today to see what all the excitement is about.
Uintah County School District Number 1 has been committed to excellence since its beginning in 1870. This commitment is not only reflected in student education, but in our school buildings and facilities over the years. The staff at Uintah County School District Number 1 works hard to provide clean, comfortable, and safe learning environments for student learning. No matter what department you're working with, at Uintah County School District Number 1, you will always find us striving for the pathway to excellence. The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Set number 2, close to its beginning, and Evanston, I believe, should have the opening serve. Thank you. No, check that. It's Condi and Spanish Fork with the opening serve. Kaylee Critchfield started with the serve last. Set. Down official. Checking the Evanston rotation. 25-15 the set 1 win. Last game of the Border Wars. Condi serves over to Archuleta and an ace for Condi. (1-0) Spanish Fork. Returned by Ellingford. Outside to Sharp. Had a great first set. Close to a kill. Ends up a 0 attack. Robarge. Hard hit. Close to the net. And Ellingford can't touch it. 2-0 Spanish Fork. Condi with a third serve upcoming. Archuleta to Critchfield, back to Sharp on the outside, hard hit, returned over the net, inbounds. Archuleta to Critchfield, back to Ellingford on the outside, in, 2-1. Sierra Burley chasing down the ball and bounce passing it over to Kaylee Critchfield, who will have the opening Red Devil serve. Line drive, hit him in the face, and a double hit on Emma Argyle. Once on the elbow, once in the face, 2-2. Critchfield serving again. Condi sets up for Robarge, down a line shot, and point on the kill to Spanish Fork. 3-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Corinne Thornock serving. Thornock, drop serve. Outside to Bound, who will bump it. Deep corner, nearly a kill on that bump. Benson picked it up. Argyle down the line. Picked up by Burley, shoot to the outside. Ellingford quick on the attack and past Robarge, 3-3. Ellingford on the serve. Archuleta back up into the front line along with Sharp and Sydney Bound. Set up outside and a point on the kill for Emma Argyle, 4-3. Spanish Fork. Substitution for the Dons. Kennedy Charlton is out and replaced by Julia Holt, the DS and server. Lefty gets it over. Punch up, back set to Kaylee Sharp, and she's blocked. Inbounds, out of bounds. Point Evanston, 4-4. Corinne Thornock with the opening return. Line and no touch. Sydney avoids it, and it's 5-4. Evanston back up on top by 1. Whistle blown for the serve to go over. And Kaylee Sharp sends it. Tough return for Condi. Bumped over on the third by Robarge. Outside to Archuleta. Fakes it. Hard hit. Goes with a tip. Third bump over by Argyle. DeRue passes to Critchfield. Back set to Bound. Lefty goes up. Robarge with the touch up. Corinne sets to Argyle. Cross quarter, and Kaylee Sharp knocks it into the stands. 5-5. Sierra Burley replacing Sharp. 5-5 through 10 in set number 2. Robarge the server. Jump set goes over. Burley with the return. Back set from Critchfield, and a big swing by Bound, but it goes out of bounds. 6-5. Robarge serving. Out by a hair, 6-6. Rachel Voss in at right side hitter. Sydney the server. Robarge, tough touch up, slide attack, and it doesn't go over the net. 4 hits, 7-6. Evanston takes the lead. Already up 1-0. This is the final game of the Border Wars. Bound into the net on the serve, 7-7. Emma Argyle serving for Spanish Fork. Let's over. Corey DeRue with the touch up. Voss bump set to Critchfield and left to the antenna. And Spanish Fork back on top, 8-7. Shanked return into the bleachers, 9-7. And Argyle serving once again. 2-point lead for Spanish Fork. Over and in. Burley with the first touch, bump set to Bound. Slap over by DeRue. Condi, shoot to the outside. Thornock beats the block up into the second level. And it's 10-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Emma Argyle continuing her serving tear. Bound right side to Archuleta. She knocks it into the net. 11-7. Argyle over to DeRue. Bound to Archuleta. The set was off. Took some power off. Condi dumps it in and past Burley. 12-7. Timeout by Evanston. We'll be back in 30 on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
12-7, and Spanish Fork on a run at the moment, leading by 5 in set number 2. Taking their time in the timeout as well. Emma Argyle continuing to serve. Spanish Fork on the right of the net. To the left, it's Evanston. Argyle's run has ended with a shot into that aforementioned net. 12-8. Ellingford in for DeRue. A win for Evanston, a comeback win in this set would end the Border Wars. And a loss would force the guaranteed final set of the tournament. Trinity Benson serving. Jumps it over. Leland returns over the net. Condi to the middle. Tip down. Critchfield saves it. Bound sets from the back line, and Ellingford goes cross court. Critchfield playing in the front row, and back on the left side. Kill down for Spanish Fork. 14-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston trying something different with 2 setters in, and Kaylee Critchfield playing in the front line. Critchfield, the designated setter at the moment, though, in the front row, based on the way she was positioning herself. Serve out of bounds. Makes it 14-9. Sierra Burley goes over. Robarge gets one hit up, and no one can chase it down for a second. 2-point run for the Devils. They're within 4. Burley back to send it. Returned over the net. Sharp finds space, and 14-11. Evanston on a run trying to come back. 3 points in a row. Burley serving. The outside, Corinne Thornock, sharp cross to Ellingford. Returned up. Ellingford with the chance. Past the block. Over it, and point. Shot right into Condi's hands. 14-12 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Sierra Burley serving. Back to Argyle, set by Condi at the middle of the net. To Thornock, takes it off on the tip. Pancake is down. Ruled down. Ball down first. 14-12, now 15-12. Shanked return. There's a second, though. 3 and just over by Bound. Condi to the middle. Tip down, and nice placement by Kennedy Charlton. 16-12, and a 4-point lead back intact for Spanish Fork. Condi serving. The setter from the back line. Poor return, tipped down by Robarge. 17-12. And they're targeting Leland. It was down for an ace, 18-12. Leland will come out for Archuleta playing in the back line. Defense by Archuleta. Attack Sharp. High return by Condi. That takes the attack out. Backline shot. Up by Bound. Set from Sharp to Ellingford off the head of Condi. 18-13. Sydney Bound out and Kelly Saxton in at right side hitter. Kaylee Critchfield, the server. Outside attack, Robarge with the left hand. Defended, shoot to the outside. Ellingford toes the line and a tip into the net. No dig out, 2 in a row for Evanston, 18-14. Critchfield, the server. Down by 4 once again, climbing up from a 5-point deficit and then 6. To the middle, shoot to the back. Burley handles it. Critchfield, quick set to Sharp in the middle. 3 in a row, 18-15. Working on a 4th straight point. Critchfield serves. Argyle, bump set. Back to Argyle from the back line. Push up by Archuleta. Outside shot, and Ellingford's blocked, and a lift on a touch. It was getted out of bounds. Ellingford touched it. 19-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Late in set number 2. Corinne Thornock, the server, out of bounds. Point Evanston, 19-16. Whistle blown for substitutions. Ellingford out in favor of Corey DeRue back to serve. She'll have to chase down the ball and retrieve it first. Punched it over. She's got that hard-headed serve. Tapped down by Archuleta. 19-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy board, and waiting on that play, Ajahana Archuleta, your recipient of the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. Dr. McKay Frankham, proud sponsor of Evanston Athletics here on the radio for years and hopefully years to come. Outside to Argyle. Big cross quarter gets it back. 20-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Serve to Julia Holt. In for Kennedy Charlton. Corey DeRue from the back row sends it over. Condi, back set to Robarge on the right side, and the lefty sends it down. 21-17. Holt serving. Saxton out. Sydney Bound in. Near ace. Burley dives and makes a play on it. Third bump just over by Sharp. She needs to go get back up on her feet. She does. In time to defend the block. No. A dig out by Sydney Bound. Antenna hit by Bound. 22-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. A 5-point lead late in set number 2. Looks like we may be headed for a third. Holt, the server, into the net. Point back Devil's way. 22-18. Hard cap at 27. Hard cap at 17 in the third set. Sharp over. Near ace, returned over the net. Sharp gets a touch on it. Critchfield outside to Archuleta. She waits on it and sends it down through the block. 22-19. Evanston down by 3. They've maintained their head throughout this set. Sharp serving. Tough serve. Had the receiver backing up on it. Argyle winds up and goes right off the hands of Rachel Voss. Good play there. Shook Voss's hands back. 23-19. Hard serve jumper. And an ace off of Burley. 24-19, set point number 1. 24-19. And Robar serving. Burley with the first touch. Critchfield outside to Archuleta. Goes off the block. Saved by Condi. Tap over into space. Critchfield to bound. She comes in to make the set. Goes a little bit left of Archuleta. Blocked, but blocked out of bounds. Evanston still alive, but set point number 2 for Spanish Fork. Bound the server. Just over and returned over on a desperation punch. Bound backs up to make a set for Archuleta. 8 feet away. Cross quarter. Set point number 3 for Spanish Fork, but Evanston staying alive. 24-21. Bound to serve again. Slaps it up, end over deep. Push toward the net. Outside, Argyle waits on it. Down the line. There was no touch, I don't think. It was out of bounds. Burley tried to grab it. She whiffed, and as a result, it went untouched out of bounds. 24-22. Set point number 4. Outside to Argyle, tied on the net, and I think that was 4 hits, but maybe not. May have been touchdown by the Devils. On to Evanston's side, bound. Outside back to Archuleta. Winds up, goes off the hands. 24-23 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Set point number 5 when we come back for Spanish Fork. If not, it's deuce on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
24-23 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as we welcome you back to Red Devil Gymnasium, set point number 5. Upcoming for Spanish Fork. Evanston crawling back and trying to tie it up here. Sydney Bound with the serve for the Devils. And the buzzer sounds as the serve goes up. Pushed up, close to a double hit. Argyle at the 10-foot line. No touch. It's out of bounds. It's deuce. Evanston has climbed back from elimination at 24-19 to tie it at 24 apiece. And serving for advantage. Bound back. It's in. A serve on the line, 25-24. And it's set point number 1 for Evanston. Sydney Bound serving for the win. Push up, Condi on the setup to Argyle. Blocked by Voss, and Evanston wins it 26-25 from down 24-19. They win it and close it out in 2 sets. This is your First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Evanston 26-24 win in straight sets over Spanish Fork to close out your Border Wars.
1 in 5 Americans suffer from allergies found in indoor air, which can be up to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. 307 service experts can clean the ductwork in your home and improve your indoor air quality. On average, over 15,000 house fires annually cause 300 injuries and 30 deaths, started because of clogged dryer vents. 307 service experts can clean your ductwork, making it safer. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. 307 service experts, just one call to fix it all. 307-789-6716.
26-24 the final on the Impact Physical Therapy board, as everyone is ecstatic here at Red Devil Gymnasium. They were down 24-19, facing elimination in a third set against Spanish Fork, but came back, faced 5 set points, and in all scored 7 in a row to close it out and win it here tonight. Time now for your Red Devil recap. For the weekend of August 31st and September 1st, Evanston hosting its first ever Border Wars, and Wyoming comes away with a runaway victory over the state of Utah. Not sure on the exact tally, but it was 20-10 as of the end of the first night, and nothing changed that. Evanston and the rest of Wyoming held pretty pat and will come away with their Wyoming first ever Border Wars trophies going to the 7 Wyoming schools. Evanston itself goes 5-2, no win bigger than the final one on Saturday night, taking on Spanish Fork and former Lady Red Devil Corinne Thornock, the head outside hitter for this Spanish Fork team. It was a good win for Evanston in the first set, coming away with a 25-15 victory, but Spanish Fork jumped out to a sizable lead in the second, and it looked like we were surely headed for set number 3 with a 24-19 score on the board in favor of Spanish Fork and them serving for the set winner. Well, it was 24-19, then 20, then 21, then 22, and then 23. A timeout at that point was taken by Spanish Fork, trying to slow the bleeding. No avail, though, as 2 more points by Evanston tied it and then gave them advantage, and then on a kill down, or a block rather, by Rachel Voss. That was your game winner, 26-24. Spanish Fork loses in straight sets to the Evanston Devils as they finish out their 5-2 weekend in the Border Wars. And that is your Red Devil recap. And that concludes our coverage here live from Red Devil Gymnasium. We won't be home again for a few weeks, so catch us on the road as we will be starting conference play here very shortly, back in on the road for football next week at Riverton on Friday at 6 p.m. I believe the kickoff was listed for that. Not sure if they changed it to 7. I'm Jake Hibbert. Tune in to 99.1 FM later on this week for promos on all the future game times, but we will be at Riverton next week. No volleyball next week, is out at the Star Valley Invite, and conflict in travel doesn't allow us to take that, but we'll be back into conference play the week following that. This has been a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Tune in next time for more exciting Evanston athletics.
Thank you for listening to this First Bank presentation of Evanston Lady Red Devil Volleyball. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Today's executive producer is Val Cook. Check out mylocalradio.com for more live and archived games of Evanston and the surrounding area. Once again, thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you for tuning in.